Hey there, YouTube. Speedrobo here, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Magic the Gathering MMO coming out. I recently heard about this, and when I first heard about it, I was really excited for it because what I thought it was going to be was an MMO but with card games. Because when I first heard Magic the Gathering MMO, I was like, oh man, so you're going to be able to like create a character and have all the MMO stuff, uh, the character creation, running around, interacting with other players, but all the combat, instead of being the what I feel is really boring MMO combat of you press a button on your keyboard, the same button over and over again until the guy dies, that's all replaced with the Magic the Gathering card game. That's what I thought. Like MMO, but with the combat is the Magic the Gathering card game. I was on board. I was like, oh man, that's going to be super cool. But it's not that. No, we're getting just your average MMO, but with Magic the Gathering lore. And that's super disappointing to me because there's a lot of wasted potential here. Um, I would have loved to see how how Cryptic Studios blended um, the MMO genre and the trading card game genre together. That would have been really cool to see. Like we have some there's been a few games that have kind of touched on the concept where there's for an example is like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, where there's an overworld. It's a very simple overworld, and you can't interact with other players in that overworld, but you can interact with NPCs to some degree. And then there's a PvP arena, and that sort of concept has a lot of room for expansion to make a full, MMO experience out of. But we aren't doing that now. I'm sure that this will be a good MMO because Cryptic Studios has a history of making good MMOs. If I remember correctly, they're the team behind, or part of the team, I should say, behind um, City of Heroes. And City of Heroes was my favorite MMO ever. And I have been around the MMO block. I grew up watching and playing MMOs with my dad, so I've played quite a few in my day, and City of Heroes was hands down my favorite. Overall, I'm not a fan of MMOs. They don't do a whole lot for me. I find them kind of boring. So it is a huge disappointment to see this. Just it's going to be a standard MMO, and that does let me down. So this video was kind of rambly. I apologize for that, but this wasn't scripted at all. This was just off the cuff. My thoughts on the Magic the Gathering MMO and why I'm kind of disappointed in it. So hey, if you have any thoughts on it, I would let me know. Drop them down in the comments, and I'll see you later. Speed Robo out.